In 2024, America suffered its deadliest food outbreak in over a decade, and it came from the deli counter. Contaminated boar's head deli meat was linked to 61 listeria infections across 19 states. 10 people died. Inspectors later described mold, insects, and dripping ceilings inside the plant, which was permanently shut down. And here's the bigger problem. The World Health Organization classifies processed meat itself as a Group 1 carcinogen, the same category as tobacco. Today, I'm exposing 11 deli meat brands and products to stop buying and 5 safer swaps. We start with the scandal you just heard. Number 11, Boar's Head. For decades, Boar's Head was the premium name at the deli counter, the brand you paid extra for because it was supposed to be better. Then came 2024. A ready-to-eat liverwurst product from their Jarrett, Virginia facility tested positive for listeria, triggering a recall that ballooned to 7 million pounds across 71 products. USDA records revealed dozens of non-compliance reports at the plant, describing mildew, insects, and liquid dripping from ceilings near exposed product. The company closed the plant for good and killed off liverwurst entirely. Boar's Head still makes products in other facilities, and many are fine. But the premium halo is gone, and it was the halo you were paying for. And the next brand's problem isn't one bad plant. It's the recipe itself. Number 10, Oscar Mayer Bologna. Bologna is the poster child of mystery meat, and Oscar Mayer's classic version shows why. Mechanically separated chicken, pork, corn syrup, and a battery of preservatives, pressed into a perfect pink cylinder. That uniform pink color comes courtesy of sodium nitrite, the curing agent at the center of the processed meat and cancer conversation. When the WHO reviewed the evidence, it concluded that regularly eating processed meat raises colorectal cancer risk, and nitrite cure products are exactly what they were talking about. A bologna sandwich now and then won't doom you. A bologna sandwich every day is a habit the science frowns on hard, and the next product feeds that habit to children by design. Number 9, Lunchables. Lunchables are a marvel of engineering aimed at 8-year-olds. Cured meat, processed cheese, crackers, and in many kits, a dessert and sugary drink, all in one yellow tray. Independent testing reported by Consumer Reports found concerning levels of sodium in the kits marketed for school lunch programs, along with detectable heavy metals like lead and cadmium in some products. Kraft Heinz later pulled Lunchables from the National School Lunch Program after weak demand and the bad press. A kid's lunch with a sodium load approaching half a day's limit is not convenience. It's a liability with a cartoon font. Quick pause here. Hit like and subscribe because we run exposés like this weekly and the brand would prefer you never saw them. All set? Let's keep slicing. Number 8, Hillshire Farm Ultra Thin Sliced Meats. Hillshire's lunch meat tubs are a fridge staple, and the label tells the real story. Water, modified food starch, and carrageenan appear alongside the meat because injecting water and binders is how you sell less meat per pound. That's why the slices feel wet and shred instead of tearing cleanly. Add the standard nitrite cure and a sodium count that can top 500 milligrams in a small serving, and you have a product optimized for cost, not for you. And if water injection sounds bad, the next brand built an empire on it. Number 7, Buddig Original. Carl Buddig's little red packets are the cheapest lunch meat in most stores, and there's a reason. The first ingredient in many varieties is turkey or chicken, followed immediately by water and enough binders to hold the emulsion together. The meat is chopped and pressed rather than sliced from a whole muscle, which is why every piece is a perfect, unnatural circle. Real animals do not grow in circles. When meat is this cheap, this uniform, and this wet, you're buying a meat-flavored product, not a cut of meat. The next offender hides in the cooler aisle wearing a health costume. Number 6, turkey bacon. Turkey bacon sells itself as the responsible choice, and it's one of the great health decoys in the store. Most turkey bacon is chopped and formed turkey pressed into bacon-shaped strips, cured with the same nitrites, and salted so aggressively that its sodium can rival or exceed pork bacon. You give up the flavor and keep the processing. If you want bacon, eat real bacon occasionally. A processed imitation of a processed meat is not a health food. It's a compromise that costs you twice. And the next product plays the same trick with ham. Number 5, formed ham and chopped ham products. Look for the words ham, water added, or ham and water product on the label. These legally defined phrases mean the ham has been pumped with brine beyond its natural weight. Some budget deli hams are pressed together from pieces of many different cuts, glued into a single loaf, then sliced to look like one solid piece of meat. Combined with nitrites and sky-high sodium, this is the least honest corner of the deli case. If the label admits water in the name, the label is telling you where your money went. The next entry is the deli counter itself. Number 4, anything sliced fresh at a contaminated deli counter. Here's the part of the boar's head outbreak most people missed. The CDC's investigation pointed at meats sliced at deli counters because listeria spreads across slicers, surfaces, and hands. An infected slicer can contaminate every product that touches it, from any brand. Listeria also keeps growing in your refrigerator, which is why deli meat is uniquely dangerous for pregnant women and the elderly. The CDC's standing advice for vulnerable groups is to heat deli meat until steaming before eating it. Read that again. The official safety instruction for this food category is to cook it after you buy it. The next brand adds an environmental insult to the injury. Number 3, Smithfield packaged deli meats. Smithfield is the world's largest pork producer, owned by China's WH Group, and its industrial farming operations have generated years of controversy, including nuisance lawsuits from North Carolina residents living near its waste lagoons, several of which juries decided against the company. The deli products themselves follow the standard playbook: nitrites, high sodium, and water binding. You're not just buying a slice of ham. You're buying the output of the most industrialized meat system on Earth. And the last 2 entries are the sneakiest of all. Number 2, uncured deli meats that aren't actually uncured. This one will make you angry. Packages labeled uncured, no nitrates or nitrites added, are usually cured with celery powder, which is naturally packed with nitrates that convert to the same compounds in your body. The USDA has allowed this labeling loophole for years, and health-conscious shoppers pay premium prices specifically to avoid the thing they're still eating. Even some premium natural brands ride this loophole. The word uncured on a package of pink, shelf-stable, cured-tasting meat is not a promise. It's a technicality, which brings us to the number 1 thing to avoid. Number 1, making deli meat a daily default. The hardest truth in this video isn't about one brand. The WHO's carcinogen classification, the sodium loads, the listeria risk profile, all of it applies to the category. A deli sandwich is fine sometimes. A deli sandwich every single day, for you or for your kids, is the pattern the research keeps flagging. The fix isn't fear, it's rotation. So here are 5 safer swaps that keep sandwiches alive. That's 11 products to walk past and 5 ways to keep lunch safe. And speaking of tuna salad, don't relax yet, because the canned tuna industry has a criminal record. Literally, executives went to prison. We name those brands in the next video.